Hello and good morning. I welcome you to the DAX long or short today on Monday. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's Monday, the 8th of January 2018. This is Jens that's speaking and presenting. I'm presenting this format to you here exclusively for JFD Brokers as their global head of research and education. We want to have a look at the market opening in the DAX, and after the strong run on especially Friday, but also on Thursday, and to some extent also on Wednesday, after a very weak start into the year last Tuesday. Yeah, things are somehow quite clearly bullish. I mean, it's no other target on the upside than the region around the all-time high, 13,530 points. On the other hand, I have to say, well, the market is really extended on the upside. And this extension probably will come to an end, even though I'm not talking about a huge and strong corrective move. So therefore, the DAX is just too strong. So first of all, here, look at the 5-minute chart. Here, we can already see the market is about to close the gap. So based on that, by the way, we can probably find a way to formulate a setup in a few seconds here. That was something I mentioned already in the German version of this format, even though we didn't saw the gap close here. But first of all, here, this strong move. So first of all, push down. That was on last Tuesday, and then the market was capable of stabilizing, pushing back, and finishing the day quite strong. Then the market takes off on Tuesday. The market keeps on, on Wednesday. The market keeps on taking off last Thursday, pushes higher last Friday. And if you combine all this in a daily chart and in daily candles, what you can see is that the market just pushed really strongly and aggressively upwards. So today we open within true gap higher. That's something you can see here. So the market is obviously opening above a high which was marked here after after the market closed in Germany, so around 9 p.m. GMT, so in fact 10 minutes before, so it was 8:50 GMT. So the significance of this high is not that big, which means I consider the region around 1330 here to be much more given. But, and this is the thing what I want to talk about, it's a potential long trigger. So what I could imagine is to trade the DAX long from here and then bet on a pullback towards the region around 13,390, 13,400 points. So it's a pure intraday setup. I would only trade it with a reduced position size, since a solid stop, I think, is here, can be found at 13,280. That's a stop level. So meaning if I go long 330 with a stop at 280, that's 50 points risk, while on the upside I'm only going for 60 to 70 points, which gives me a risk reward of 1 to 1.2, 1 to 1.4. I think this is a very aggressive setup here, and that's one of the reasons why I'd only trade this with a reduced position size. Nevertheless, I'd like to give you some ideas and some thoughts on why I don't trade the classic open range breakout here. First of all, it wasn't triggered. That's the first reason. And second, even though it would probably there would have been a push higher, I don't like the risk reward here on the upside too. So even though some might say, hey, I mean, look, the next target here in the DAX can be found around 13,530 points. This is the region around the all-time high. It's the November high. So with this in mind, every trade from here at, let's say, going long 415 or so has a chance of 115 points. And that means with a stop of something like 50 points, this is around the open range, you get a risk reward of 1 to 2, which is still attractive. I agree with that, even though, again, look at what happened here so far and look at how aggressively upward the DAX pushed already. And this is naturally resulting in a diminishing demand on the upside, which let me come to the conclusion that it's not that likely that the market will really push higher here. But what I favor, in fact, is a stabilization at a higher level, meaning nothing more than, and there my thoughts here around the long against 330 come into play. I could imagine the market really to stabilize here at an elevated level for the next days, and I'm sorry, not the next days, next hours. let's first all look at the next hours here. Could imagine the market really to stabilize here Probably we'll get to see a push lower again towards 300 and probably slightly below that tomorrow, probably on Wednesday. Probably here towards 100, 130, this region, and then taking off from there and seeing the next push higher. So this is right now why I'm a little skeptical. So my trading approach, all in all, comes down to anticipating or trading directly a break of a significant chart level, and then hoping for a strong trend developing from there. After now, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday have been very strong trending days on the upside. I consider chances to be given that, or not given that strongly anymore, that the DAX has so much more trending potential on the upside based on this strong run with no real significant pullback. And that's one of the reasons why I don't want to be aggressively long here. We can talk about going long against this breakout level and the gap closed 330 here, and then a pullback towards 400, even though I don't see the significant break above 400, but the market here then stabilizing at an elevated level. And then let's see tomorrow, respectively, on Wednesday, where the market will tend first, even though the overall picture looks promising. I mean, when you look at the daily chart, you still see the market trading in some kind of trading range here. And now with a break above the November highs here, the December highs, it seems as if there's no other target than the all-time high. But, and this is the thing, most of the time the market just does not do what we expect him to do. And that's one of the reasons why I think you should be, first of all, a little skeptical. Probably that's one of the reasons why I see the market first pulling back a little and then taking off from there, and from there starting the attack towards the all-time highs. Yeah, everything else then in the morning meeting, 2 hours from now, at 10:30 a.m. GMT. I definitely look forward to it. If you have any questions, please shoot over an email here, or please contact me via Twitter, for example. I'd really appreciate to answer your questions, and that's it from my end. Take care of your stops, take care of yourselves, and happy trading. Watch your stops, and talk to you then in 2 hours from now. I look forward to it. See you, and bye-bye.